You got to stop threatening. One day I'm going to do what's in my heart. It's in there for a reason. The good man and woman out of the good treasure in their heart have to bring forth good things. Don't wait for it to just pop out. You got to stir it together, and you got to be courageous enough to set it out there and make it happen. What's Timothy's problem? He hasn't taken the time to follow God's instruction. And one of the instructions is stir it up. And then verse 7 tells him why it's crucial that he follows that instruction, because verse 7 says, for God has not given us a spirit of fear. Now, where's that coming from? Timothy is noted for being phlegmatic. Timothy is one of those laid back, not go-getter types. He's not used to being at the front of the line. He's not a strong natural leader. Some of us are strong natural leaders just by temperament. You show up and you're ready to lead something. You can, if you have a little room full of kids in a daycare or something, all you got to do is look a few seconds and you'll see who's the leader. Some kids not interested in following y'all. I'm doing my thing. And usually one of the little shy kids will come over and see what they're doing. But some are just natural leaders. You don't have to ask them to take charge. They just instantly do it. Some of y'all, come on, any strong natural leaders in here, just be honest. Nothing wrong with being a strong natural leader. That's part of what God made you. It's part of what he made you. And so you don't need probably this same instruction. That's why you got to read all the instructions, because there's stuff in this book for you. Strong natural leader, there's something you don't need. God hadn't given you a spirit. You've never been afraid of anything. You so much of a leader, you crazy. Come on, I need some of y'all to just be, yeah, Pastor, there have been times me and my strong personality, I just did the dumbest stuff ever. Can I see some honest hands? I have made some stupid decisions with my strong natural leadership ability. Welcome to the club. Been there, done that. I know what that's like. Strong natural leader by temperament. In one period of my life, I was working for an auto leasing company. I was running the accounts receivable department, and a friend of mine and I, we at that age where we think about getting married, and so we got our salaries, but we needed some extra money. And the boss at the company said, I'm tired of paying the repo fees for all of these professional repos. Y'all want to make a little extra money? And me, Mr. Strong Natural Leader, I'm in Philly. And something told me to say, yeah, what we need to do. And he said, I'm going to give you the keys. I'm going to tell you the address where these cars are. They're not paying it, so we got to go take it. And if you and your boy, for every car you pick up for us, we'll give you X number of dollars. He was undercutting the professionals and using our youthful stupidity against us. And so I'm single, and I'm young, go-getter. By this time, I know I'm going to marry Sister M, so I'm putting together the money for the ring because I want to hook her up like for real, for real. Y'all get it? So I need the little extra money. And so my friend and I go out at night. We usually leave my house 10:30, and we drive to these various addresses. And we're going to see if we can get 2 cars tonight. And so I drove to places, and I'd see the car. And I see it's right by the house. And I said, we looking in the window from the street. I don't see anybody moving around in there. I think we can do it. All right. And so one would sit in the car with the motor running. And the other would slip up, put it in, And we said, we hope they don't have any third-party alarm on this. We hope the car, that the key fob that came with the car is all that there is, because by using the key, we would disarm that. But if they have a third-party alarm in there, I don't have what it's going to take to disarm that. And so praying as I go, I told him, keep that car running. Because if I open this door and this car starts screaming, you start rolling, I'll jump in. Long story short, we lived. We repossessed several cars, never got shot at one time. That was nothing but grace. God said, these boys are so dumb. He said, I made Paul a pastor. He don't know it yet. He don't know what his life's going to be like. He doesn't know I'm going to have him ministering all over the world. He just knows that I'm in his life and he trying to make money so he can buy his girl a ring. That's all he know. He don't know that some folk are sitting in their house with the gun right by them. So God said, I'm going to have to protect him. I can't tell somebody you made it this far only by the grace of God. So some of y'all don't need this exhortation. You don't never had a spirit of fear. Like one rapper said, I ain't never scared. That's the way some of y'all are. You live your life. I ain't never scared. And so I need to tell you something. And some of y'all, I'm not scared. But there's other folk in here like Timothy who, if you're going to get the will of God done, you're going to have to realize you got to let courage take the wheel of your life. You got to stop threatening one day I'm going to do what's in my heart. It's in there for a reason. The good man and woman out of the good treasure in their heart have to bring forth good things. Don't wait for it to just pop out. You got to stir it together, and you got to be courageous enough to set it out there and make it happen. Said God hasn't given you a spirit of fear. What's he giving you? He's giving you the spirit of power. I can't tell somebody you got power you haven't accessed because you haven't stepped out in courage yet. You don't use the power till you need the power. And until you step out, the power will never manifest. Some of y'all say, I've never experienced the power of God. That's because you haven't done anything that required the power of God. But I dare you to step out and do what you can't do in your flesh. And you're going to find that the power of God, the dunamis is the Greek word, the explosive power of God is there. You're already saved, so all you got to do is let the Holy Ghost have full control. Some of y'all scared. I don't know what it is to be spirit-filled. That means give him the wheel and let him take you where he wants you to go. Sometimes for some folk that are open to it, he'll take over your language and he'll give you an additional way to pray other than in your native tongue. And you don't know it because you haven't stepped out in enough courage where you needed some assistance in praying. But God's going to do the work in your life. Some of y'all need to see the power of God is available to you. Not only that, but you got to operate in love. He said he didn't give you a spirit of fear. He gave you the spirit of power and of love. You know what that means? You who don't like a whole lot of folk, and you think at this point, there's a lot of people I'm not going to minister to because there's only a handful of people that I actually like. Let me help you understand something. God's not baking a cake in your life for you to decide who you like and who you don't. God is going to bring some folk. Once your cake is ready, you are going to be eaten from by a whole lot of different folk. People you would never walk down the street with under normal circumstances. God's going to give you a whole ministry to them. You're going to be able to facilitate their needs. Why? Because you are Jesus on earth. You can't afford to be hand-picking who you want to bless. Jesus found anybody in need, and he blessed them. Folk came to Jesus just as they were, all kinds of jacked-upness in their life. But Jesus loved them. He didn't just love the up and in. He loved the down and out. And he's going to make you love him too. That's why some of y'all got to finish baking. Because you still got attitudes with too many people. God's not going to release you on the world till you don't care who you bless. One more thing and I'm done. He gives us the spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. I looked at the Greek to find out what's the best synonymous phrase for it, and it's self-discipline. I'm giving you power, I'm giving you love, and I'm going to give you the ability to discipline yourself. I'm going to give you the ability to do the work of preparation when you're antsy and want to jump out there and make something happen too soon. I'm going to give you the ability to defer your gratification. I'm going to give you the ability to say, oh yeah, my blessing's coming, but it's not coming until I've sown first. I got to do a whole lot of sowing. And then after I've done that, then God's going to bless me to reap. But he's going to make me sow. And just when you say, Lord, I wish you'd end this season, he'll say, don't get weary in well-doing, for in due season. Do you know you don't get to pick due season? You don't get to say, look like to me it's due. No, it's not due yet. God will let you know when the season comes because you'll see your season shift. Anybody ever stuck with God long enough to watch him shift your season? I was going through hell for too long, but eventually he shifted my season. Then sometime he'll take you through a season of small beginnings where you say, why isn't it happening? I envisioned a big ministry, a big business, a big corporation. By now I thought I'd be doing so much more. You got to understand, God is the one who lets you know. Sometimes you sow for a long time. Oh, but in due season, the harvest is coming. I came tell somebody, if you'll do this thing right, you got a harvest coming. You got your return coming. And when your season of harvest comes, you're going to be so glad that you took the time, followed the instructions, and you let courage take the wheel. Come on, give God some praise. Let's stand together.